Well, you could say I met her in 1971 in Benares.
Hmm. And have you been living with her ever since?
I came to live in India about in 1973.
Uh-huh. And did you first come to live with Ma, or?
In 1971, I was living with a group of people in the United States,
Hmm.
and I came to India with them and went back with them.
Uh-huh. And in 1973, you came to Ma's ashram, or did you come to any other place?
No, I came specifically to be with them.
To Ma's ashram. And what brought you here?
A feeling to be with Mother.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult to explain.
Or when were
God's grace.
Yes. When did you become aware of her?
I heard about her in the United States
Mm-hmm.
in 1969.
Mm-hmm.
There's a group of people in the States that at that time had an ashram in her name. And,
in the United States?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I lived with them for a while.
Gotcha.
But I feel, though, that Mother is
what do you think?
that people, when people are aware of God in any way,
Yes.
that they are in a way aware of Mother,
Would you
and
like
also
to-
that no one is really a stranger to Mother. That she has been with all of us forever.
Forever and ever.
And that it's us who just see her here and there, that through lives we come, we see her in one form or another, and in this life I'm seeing her in her form as Mother.
You have a place in the ashram itself?
Yes.
What kind of place do you have? Do you have a room that Mother has given to you, or
I have a room that I've been allowed to build.
you built it yourself?
Yeah.
And you got it inaugurated by Mother? Or
Yes, Mother came for the future.
It is within the campus of
consecration.
the ashram?
Yes, it's in the sadhu section.
Sadhu section. And what are your feelings about Mother? And also, could you enumerate any of your experiences, specific experiences that have made you totally devoted to her now?
The experiences are very interior. It's difficult to say what to describe it or to put words on it. It's but it's I feel a just an sort of ineffable love coming, the sort of a bond of love between me and Mother, and that everything. It seems that the teachings of who she is and the nature of the relationship is very interior. It just can't hardly be explained.
Can you explain how you feel in her presence?
I feel the mind naturally turns towards God in some way, whether it's repeating the name of God or it just the concentration just becomes very much on Mother. Yeah. Essentially, I simply feel good. I feel like perhaps like a child in the Mother's arms or something. It's like I don't feel that there's any worries, no troubles, virtually fearless. Just
absolutely in a state of bliss.
I wouldn't say state of bliss because I'm not so refined yet that I consider that I experience bliss. but I experienced something which is just sort of an unnameable attraction.
You performed an arti for Mother, special puja yesterday. Why?
Occasionally I like to do worship.
Yes.
I feel that it's a very nice way to relate, to deepen my relationship with God,
and also
a relationship with Mother. I consider it worship to be very profound.
And you can sometimes express yourself that way?
It's an expression. People express their love for God in many different ways. Everyone, in a way, worships God in whatever they do. The whole creation is worshiping God in a way. And so it's something nice to do. You know,
the ritual is also pleasing and.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a way to concentrate the mind on God. It's a way to use form. We live in the realm of name and form. So it seems quite appropriate to use form for the worship of God.
Now that you've been living here for about 8 years, you are satisfied and happy?
I'm very happy.
Yes. Would you continue to live here? Or do you
I would like to continue to live here. Of course, it's all up to Mother, but I'm very happy here.
Do you ever think into the future?
Of course, my imagination is quite vivid and wild, but I take it as imagination. I'm not too attached to thoughts of the future, so I just essentially I just try to do here what Mother has directed for me to do.
And now you live in the ashram most of the time. Are you doing something specifically which you think would be helpful towards the ashram, or are you just living for yourself?
I try to do some things which is sort of a seva. Largely in the realm of publications, collecting photographs and tapes of Mother and trying to preserve them and make them available to people.
I see. You have quite a good library of tapes and photographs?
Yeah. But it's essentially the greatest service. Mother keeps pulling me back to
the world?
To the idea of doing meditation.
I see.
She considers this to be the highest service. That to do meditation, study scriptures, have satsang, and so on. That this is really a service on sort of a higher level. And it's a service, it's actually this is really what I'm here for, is to do meditation and sadhana and to be with her without any purpose actually except to please her. And it seems to be that the more sadhana and meditation and concentration on God a person has, the more she's pleased.
And in the process you feel pleased with yourself?
I'm pleased if I'm able to please her. The trouble with seva is that oftentimes the ego comes in the way. The idea of purpose, or the idea of I'm doing something. And so real service in this respect, service to devotees and to the world, I think takes place after a period of intensive meditation and sadhana. it takes place in when a person's in a condition where the ego is virtually non-existent, and that he has become just a channel for the divine grace and will. And so it isn't that Mother doesn't approve of doing service to devotees, but she encourages a person to aim towards the highest service, which it's really God that serves everybody. And the closer a person comes to God, the more he's able to serve.
Thank you. Gadadhar, you've been here 7 years. I assume you have a family back home?
I have parents and a brother.
And a brother.
Has really brought us very, very close together.
Have they visited here?
Yes, they've both visited India and seen Mother, and
What is
my
the
mom has
reaction?
had initiation even,
she
and their reaction is that their experience is that they have very much faith in Mother, and so therefore they feel pretty good about what I'm doing. And also they've seen the change in me. They've seen that I have changed greatly. I'm able to express much more affection for them and love and so on.
What about your brother?
My brother he lives in Colorado. He's doing solar energy research.
What does he think about Mother?
He hasn't been to India. He's only heard about her, but he would like to come and see her.
Come and see. Do you miss your family sometimes?
Occasionally, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, in the sense that I feel their love for me, and I feel that it would be nice for me, that it is nice for me to honor that love. And so, with that kind of feeling, I occasionally go and visit them.
But otherwise?
Otherwise, I like living in India. Being with Mother is my home. It would be nice for my parents to come and live here.
Yes. Thank you.
To my meditation.
So you do sometimes go astray in other words.
Of course.
Yes?
Yeah, lots of times. I mean, not
But
not
not
real
really
seriously.
astray, but,
I mean, no one ever really goes astray as such.
Yes.
It's people go astray, but there's always the connection is there.
Slightly on a tangent or something.
Yeah, right, and you just get pulled back in.
She pulls you back into the straight line.
Right.
She'd like you to
She
follow.
pulls me back in closer to
Towards
herself.
herself.
Yeah.
And what kind of, I'm just curious, but what kind of collection have you got now?
About 150 hours of her tape recording on tape of singing and talking. And then some photographs and movies.
Any old movies?
Some.
Have you taken most of the movies or have you collected some?
No, I've just collected them.
From where?
From mostly from the ashrama that they'd had in the ashrama for years.
And you have made them, recorded them properly, kept a record?
I've made duplicates so that to ensure preservation of them and to make sure that they're available to people.
And do you hope to, what kind of future are you looking forward to?
Whatever Mother wants me to do. I really have the feeling just to be with Mother. To me, she's the most important thing in my life, most precious. So whatever she says, okay. I don't know what it's going to be. But I keep trying to think up things on my own, and that's the troubles I get myself into. I understand though what I need to do, and it's just a matter of staying out of my own way and letting Mother do with me what she feels from inside herself.
Thank you so much.
How my heart aches when you look my way. Everything starts to shake more. I can't wait for love. I'm going all out. I might scream and shout, and everything starts to shake more. I can't wait for love. I can't shake this feeling off, and I can't shake